Welcome to the Ref Room, hockey talk for referees, coaches, players, and fans.
Broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
With your hosts, Smokin, Silz, and Brad Baumruck.
Live.
The Ref Room starts right now.
And now your host.
Oh yeah, it is Wednesday. It is time for the Ref Room. Welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, I am Smokin Silz along with Brad Baumruck. We are two guys that just love to talk hockey, and that's what we're going to do today. So for all you referees, coaches, players, fans, whatever, we welcome you, and we're glad you're here. And it's been a great week. You know, hockey's rocking and rolling, man. We are back in full swing, and lots going on. So I think today we're going to look at a few videos. And we're also going to take a look at some of the rule changes, which we've been doing, but I think we're actually going to look at like the real like written version so we can walk through a couple of these points. Because I don't know about you guys, but, you know, there are some situations out there that, you know, with the new rules, we've probably had a couple discussions with our partner to make sure we're doing things right in accordance with the changes.
You know, Scott, the best thing is, too, what I'm going to say is, at least you and your partner need to get on the same page so you're enforcing the rule the same way together.
Yeah.
Because there's a growing period, of course, so everybody has to sit back and try and figure it out. It's growing between the coaches, players, and also us as the officials. We have to adapt to it, and we're not going to be perfect, and, you know, we strive for it, but there's a great saying, there is no perfect face-off, so striving for it doesn't really work out, but you strive for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are perfect face-offs. Come on, there are perfect face-offs. There are times when you actually get everybody to square up and in position. It happens, and the puck goes down nicely, and two guys battle for it, and the puck goes down flat, and it sits there, and there's a good battle until somebody gets it. There are perfect face-offs.
I don't know about that. Every time that I get the puck out of my hand and it actually lands on the ice and it's flat, I take that as a win. So that's where I go with it.
Well, I think it's kind of interesting because, you know, I've been fortunate enough to help out with a couple of the level 1 seminars. And I think the biggest thing that you see at the level 1 seminar is when we go to the puck drop and when we go to the icing. Two of the things that everybody takes for granted, that they think it's just very basic. But it's amazing to me how some of those guys, even after you put them along the boards and you give them some time to practice, that they struggle getting that puck down. It's not that easy. It's a learned skill. It's an art. And people don't realize that. They think, oh, dropping the puck, piece of cake, until they have to do it. Same thing with icing. Like icing, oh, that's so easy. That's icing. I'm sitting on the bench, that's icing. Until you're out there and you actually have to skate and pay attention to what's going on and look around and actually do what you're supposed to do to have an icing.
Well, the interesting part about it is when we actually do that icing drill, too, is it's one instructor with a stick and a puck. And it's amazing how many times we just, you know, we're standing out there and we're ice, 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 and they're all icings, legit. And then all of a sudden, you know, 20th, 10th time through, the instructor decides to step over the center line and shoot it down the ice. Ice! Oh. And they hit the whistle, and it's like, okay. Or worse, they score a goal.
Yep. Well, we had a couple guys that have actually like taken the seminar probably like for 10 years now. One of them went to the same class that I went to when I started 10 years ago, but he's coached a lot. So in his defense, he doesn't work a lot of games, but I think now he wants to ref. And so, you know, we're out there and we're doing those drills where, you know, you're going to call a penalty or, you know, a goal or whatever, and you touch the puck. Well, I end up, you know, I've been shooting him in the net. Well, I decided to put one off the post on him, and of course, there's the point in the goal, and it's
Just admit you hit the post on accident.
Yeah, okay. All right. I have no skill.
Hey,
I can't hit the post on
we
purpose.
had an instructor, and he would be like, you want me to ring it off the crossbar? And he would send it down, and he'd ring it off the crossbar. It's amazing, too. You know, okay, you know, I'll do it, and I'll shoot it over the glass.
Yeah. Our game is,
stand still.
You know, it's 85 by 200, but guess what? It's a game of inches. The net is 4 by 6.
Inches.
It is a game of inches. So
4 by 6, it's feet. What are you
yeah,
talking
4
about?
by 6 feet. That is, but it's
I mean,
a game
you
of
gotta fight
inches.
for every inch.
That's right. And I'll tell you, the guys, listen, you know, if you've been watching the show and you haven't been out doing games yet and you're just getting up and running or you're coming back to refereeing, let me tell you something. The guys are in such good shape. All they've been doing for the last couple of years is working out. They all look like they grew up at a nuclear power plant. They're huge. They're in great shape, and, you know, they're coming hungry. They're coming ready to play. So the games are great. I mean, you know, there's been a lot of great games, a lot of close games, and it's been a lot of fun out there. So what do you want to talk about first? Should we go to a video and get the party started, or you want to go through
I think number one, if people haven't done it yet, you need to get to the Ref Room on YouTube /C/Ref Room. Did I get that right, Scott?
Yeah, you got it's in the description right up at the top, okay? It's youtube.com/C. Now, so you guys know what the /C is. It's for it's the channel /C and then /Ref Room. So again, if you haven't subscribed, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing a disservice to our channel. So please subscribe. You help us. The algorithm wants you to subscribe. The algorithm wants you to click the notification button. So we'd appreciate if you do that. So watch us on YouTube. I see a lot of people watching us on Facebook, and I'd like to see them watching us on YouTube. It's a great broadcast. We love both, but
like I told you yesterday, I was amazed. I actually searched Ref Room in Google, and it came up the second. We just got to get past whatever Red Room is.
Red Room. I don't know what Red Room is, but
I don't know what it is either.
Is that like the song In the White Room? Well, it's in the Red Room.
I have no idea. I don't click on it because I don't want it to give it another view.
Yeah, but you know, we didn't even show up a long time ago. I mean, that's how long we've been doing it. We probably got 60 plus videos up there or so now. So
60,
so they like us. They like us now. Okay.
And then also, because me and Scott are both thirsty, buymeacoffee/Ref Room.
Buymeacoffee.com. You got to get the .com in there because otherwise,
all right, see?
buymeacoffee.com. Say it, Brad. .com. You know, you could sound like a radio guy. .com /Ref Room. There you go. You buy us coffee. It's $4. It's $4. We appreciate it. It helps support the channel. Brad and I have been doing this for, well over a year. Long time, over a year now. Almost a year and a half.
Yep.
Brad said 6 weeks. I thought he said 3 weeks initially. He thought we'd be here 6 weeks. We're still here. We're still having fun. So, and we're glad you guys are a part of it because that's what makes it so special. So, you want to do videos now, or do you want to do
whichever you would like?
All right, let's do a video. Let's switch it up here a little bit. Boom. All right. Tell me what you guys have on this one. I'll put the audio. Boom. Tell me what you guys have on. Tell me what you guys have on this one. I don't know why that's reverbing.
That echoed. That was weird.
Yeah. I'll leave the audio off. I think it's picking up my other broadcasts that I have going here. Boom. Should we look at that again? I'll just take it back a little
if you can take it back like a couple of seconds. There you go.
Yeah, here we go. And the arm goes up. One more time. One more time right there. Here he comes. What do you guys have there? Put it in the comments. What do you think?
There you go.
What's your call? What's your call? Put it in the comments. Let's see what we end up with. Let's say hello to some people while they're loading up the comments, okay? So first of all, we'll put Brad's comment up, and that's, if you haven't done it yet, go to YouTube, best media to watch all the replays, okay?
Just not the first one or the
and
second.
here's the link again in case you guys missed it, okay? That's all you got to do. You can't click the link, but you're going to have to type it in. All right. Mr. Prescott has joined us. Hello, Joe. Flavory Soup is in the house. Carl's in the house. What's happening? He says, let's see. Please, can these leagues increase the ice time by 15 minutes at least? Yeah, I think they, if they haven't yet, they're going to figure that out, that it's going to cost them a little bit more because we are definitely out there a little bit longer. Now, I did see, USA Hockey sent something out, and they said on average, because, the younger players did this before. So this is not new, like it's been done before. They're saying on average you will have 2 more whistles a game once they get used to it. Now, I believe AAA will get used to it pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure Central States will get used to it pretty quickly. Not sure House League will ever get used to it, okay? So I think House League better buy an extra half hour of ice time. What do you think?
I think that they put enough money into testing things that they have a little bit more knowledge than us, to be honest with you. I've done plenty of games already, and, the AAA players seem to already adapt it.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting. I haven't seen a lot of the AA hockey yet in our area, but I'm sure I'll get to it this weekend and next weekend because there's going to be a lot going on because our leagues are starting up here. So, but, 2 whistles, if you really think about it, 45 seconds of whistle, that's a minute and a half, during the stoppage. So you're not adding that much time to be realistic.
Well, if it's 2 whistles, 2 whistles not a big deal. It's a couple minutes, obviously, but right now it's more than 2 whistles, I would say. So, it's just going to take time, guys. They're going to have to learn. Everybody's learning. I mean, how long does it take us to learn some of the new rules? For some of us, it takes a little bit longer than others. And, it's an adjustment. So things will happen. All right, we got some comments back here.
Yeah,
Mr. Dawson says, boarding. Boom. Okay?
Yeah, I'm definitely a
He says charging. Boom. He's got 2 calls.
Yeah, you can put that either way.
Carl says maybe boarding 5 in a game. Brett says 5 in a game for boarding. What's up, Brett? Opponent head first into the boards, automatic 5 in a game. Okay, so now he's upped his call a little bit.
Yeah, but hang on. The head first into the boards references checking from behind. Anything into the goal frame or into the boards head first is an automatic 5 in a game penalty.
Yep. Well, I think we can all agree that we definitely have probably a 5 in a game here.
The referees definitely have a call.
Yep.
This one came to me anonymously one day. I don't even know who sent it to me, but they were just curious about it.
Yep.
So I have no idea when it happened. No backstory, but
Yep.
the only thing I do know is there was an injury on the play.
Yeah, I would be 5 in a game all day, even probably without the injury. There is no reason for that hit to take place like that, and that is definitely a bad one. So,
and it's a tough one because from the angle that we're looking at, the first time you play it, the guy has full possession of the puck, yada yada. The guy hits him. The only difference is when you watch it is he leaves his feet when he's making this hit and takes this guy down. It's the official must have a much better angle than us, but he kind of WWF takes him down. So
yeah, no doubt.
If you at the absolute minimum, it's got to be a charging penalty. So
Yeah.
I don't know what was called, but it'd be nice to know. But no big deal. But 5 in a game, I don't think anybody's going to fault you for a 5 in a game there. That's a play that definitely looks like that player is in some pain too, because if you look,
absolutely.
they roll over and.
Yep, I agree. So I think we were all on the same page here. We got a couple more comments to go with it. Don't have to worry about reckless standard or injury for that one. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that one's pretty obvious. I think they didn't expect coaches to instruct their teams to purposely ice the puck 7 times per penalty kill. Well, that's a really interesting point that you bring up there, Brett. And
why not?
I saw that a lot in previous years. The Canadian teams would come in for a tournament, and they just ice the puck. They don't care. They'll take the face off all day long. Just ice the puck. Doesn't matter. So they have no intention of doing anything other than icing the puck. That is their game plan. That is their strategy. They're going to stick with their plan. And for a lot of teams, that is what they are going to do, okay? Just because you can't or you're going to get a face-off out of it doesn't mean they're not going to do it, and they'll continue to do it. I mean,
Scott, look at the end of a game. The one team pulls their goalie and they're down in the offensive zone, and the other team, they get it, they immediately ice it.
yeah,
They'll do
absolutely.
it 4 or 5 times in a row.
Yep. And, the coach will be screaming, get across the red line, get across the red line. I mean, that is the goal for the player. But if he's not going to get across the red line or he can't get across the red line, guess what he's going to do? He's going to fire it down.
Correct.
So, yeah, I think Brett has another comment here, too. He says, this is crushing the power play, and the fact they can continue to charge on each icing creates a major advantage for the penalized team. Well, yeah, I mean, Brett's right. But let me just say this, too. If you talk to some of the coaches, they would like to see the players be able to break out. That's something that they feel that they're not getting the practice on. Before, when somebody would shoot the puck down the ice, you'd have to come back, regroup, and break out. And one of the coaches, which I mentioned before, high-level USA NHL player, he's like, these guys are getting ready to go to juniors. I mean, they're bantams now. They're going to be going to juniors very shortly, and they're not going to know how to break the puck out. So, I think that there is a consideration both ways. It changes the game a little bit, but, this is a skill that they are going to need to learn.
Well, the one part that I don't understand, I mean, I understand where the comment's coming from, but the one part I don't understand is if you're about ready to go to junior hockey, you probably should know how to break the puck out by then anyways. Like, if you're a high-level Bantam player, you should have been breaking the puck out like, when I was a mite, when you were a mite, you learned how to cycle, break out, support.
But think about it. You get lanes. You get your 3, 4, 5, 10 penalty kills a game or power plays a game, depending on what the game is like. Mm-hmm. And, those are all opportunities to break the puck out.
Yeah, but
they don't have those. I mean, I don't think they're practicing that as much. I mean, I see the AAA teams once in a while in the building before a men's league game or whatever, and they're always practicing breaking the puck out. I mean, that's all they do is break pucks out and go work in the offensive zone, and they're good at it. But
Scott, the one thing is if they're breaking the puck out from a zone that nobody's forechecking in because they dumped the puck down on a penalty kill, are they really practicing their breakout? I mean, I'm just putting that out there to be devil's advocate.
Well, you usually have one guy that will go chase. I mean, usually somebody goes down there.
Well, but it's a free out. Like,
I would hope.
They're not pressuring, so it's basically a free out.
Yeah.
So there's not that much to that breakout.
Not too tough to make the first pass is what you're saying. Yeah, but the second pass may be a problem at that point. Well, because now you got 4 guys back and probably in a line waiting for you, so it gets a little tougher.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just pointing that out.
Yep. Prescott says, continue to change lines. And Brett says, yes, like what Pop said, change lines. That is what I meant. Okay. All right. Very cool. All right, guys. And then, Carl, what he means by breaking out is to get past the trap. Yep. That's what it is. Okay. Should we look at a couple more videos? You talk for a second because I got to set them up. So you got to you got to do something here, okay? Entertain everybody.
I'll take a nap. I'll talk about your Social Security that you're getting this week.
Yeah, right.
How are your hips doing, by the way? You've been skating a lot.
My hips are fine.
Yeah, they're feeling good.
My hips don't lie, right?
Oh boy, now we're referencing some stuff. All right, well, hey, just for everybody out there, everybody's got these e-bags again. All right? Do me a favor. When you're in the locker room, you don't need to leave your e-bag completely open when you go out on the ice. All right? I carry a Rogue bag. It's big, but it's not an e-bag.
It's old school. You're old school, Brad. You know that.
That's fine.
I've seen your uniform before. You're old school.
I'm old school.
So you got the Rogue bag. You got the giveaway bag. Did they give you that bag, or did you buy that bag, Brad?
No, actually, I bought that one 3 years ago.
Okay.
One of the zippers just broke the other day.
I didn't even know you could still get them 3 years ago. Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were from before my time. So.
But seriously, if you're refereeing, close your e-bag at the least. The thing is like a half a sheet of drywall. when it's open laying on the floor. Okay? It's huge. It's monstrous. And you know what? I've stepped in them before.
All right. Well,
and I don't mean to.
In defense of our referees, I'm going to throw that back out at the coaches because, we are sharing more locker rooms with coaches than ever before. And the coaches leave their stuff all over. And by the way, the coaches never take the snow off their blades before they come into the ref room, okay? They leave it on, and they leave puddles everywhere. So if you're a coach out there and you're watching the show, be courteous like the referees do and take the snow off your blades before you go into the referee coach room, okay? All right, so we don't have to walk in the puddles. All right, so that's my tip for the day. That's my Brad's breakaway for the coaches.
Well, we already did that one, many episodes ago. But I'm just saying, we're all in this small space.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've stepped on these e-bags before. I don't like stepping on somebody's stuff. I feel horrible afterwards. If you close it and stick it under the bench, I have a very small likelihood that I'm going to step on it.
Yeah. And what's your take on, I actually don't mind, like, with the coaches being in there. I kind of like, it's a chance to talk to the guys when, you're not working games and get different opinions on certain things and viewpoints. I think it's great, actually. I enjoy them.
It's definitely
they're hockey guys. They're hockey guys.
Interesting. Well, they like to talk, and they, they'll ask you some questions too that they don't get to ask during their games. And the worst part that I have with it, or the worst thing that I think about it is we're not there when that game happened or that event happened.
Right.
And I always go, it sounds like this. I go, but I wasn't there. Like, you can't really give them a definitive answer because you weren't there, which is, I wish we could.
And you don't know the temperature of the game. I mean, every game has got a different pulse to it. You just don't know what's going on. You don't know what happened prior to a play that there was a call made or whatever. Usually it's because there was a call made. They have a question.
And you don't know, too, was it the fourth or fifth time these two teams are playing each other?
Yeah.
In that season, we don't know. I mean, we don't know that walking into the rink a lot of
You get a lot of times, even at a tournament, you got a team playing 3 times. They're playing Friday, Saturday, and they're playing championship on Sunday or whatever. And, the intensity by game 3 or they come in for a weekend series and they play 3 games, guess what? You get that Sunday game. I mean, they could be exhausted from the 2 battles they had before that, but sometimes they're just, like, so pumped up, and it's like, I've had enough of this, and they're just, they definitely are fired up. We'll just put it that way.
Agreed.
Yep.
So, but
let's do the next clip here. Let's see how this one comes out. Oh, it didn't change.
Yeah, well, that doesn't help.
Yeah, I know. Hang on.
You know what? Just so everybody knows,
I just got to switch something here.
If anybody is looking for a non-paying production job with pretty much no credit and call screening, I can't talk this morning. We're looking.
That was quick time. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I know what
here we go.
is.
Oh, what do you guys have there? I'll play it one more time.
You got to play that one again because it happens real fast.
Yeah. All right.
It's a short video compared to the last one.
Yep. All right. I think you guys have seen that pretty carefully. Put in the comments what you think we have. What do you think we have on this one, guys? I'll play it. This is
play it again.
Fast. Yeah, I'm going to. Matter of fact, I could just kind of scroll it myself. So I'm doing the slow motion for you guys. Well, I think we have a number of things we could call here. So, guys, put it in the comments what you think we have. One more time right here. Definitely a nasty.
Yeah, this one's...
Yeah. I could probably leave it right here.
You're right there. Right there.
How's that? How's that for the working the technology for you guys, huh?
That's a good one.
All right, put it in the comments here. Let's see. Let's start here. We have goaltender interference.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to second guess anybody's opinion here, but I think we might have a little more than goaltender interference on that. So let's keep looking and see what some of the other guys say.
Yep.
Charging match penalty. It's an interesting call too. Same person, intent to injure, or behaving critically detrimental to the game.
Hold on, though. Let's talk about this behaving critically detrimental to the game. That's detrimental to that player.
Yeah.
That's not detrimental to the game. That term is in there, and I'll give you a perfect example. Me and Scott are refereeing a game, and during the course of the game, the scorekeeper is in the box. The coach goes crazy. There's 3.5 minutes left in the third period. The coach climbs over the glass. Okay, he's very athletic, this guy. He climbs over the glass. He gets in the scorekeeper box. First, he turns the clock off, so now he's non-physically interfered with the scorekeeper. Okay, easy one right there. Then he takes the score sheet and rips it up. That's critically detrimental to that game.
Or he takes the iPad and slams it to the ground.
Slams it to the ground. That's good too. I didn't say new situations we're dealing with these iPads.
Right.
But that's critically detrimental to the game. Something like that that's kind of out of the purview of the actual
When did we have that happen, Brad? Do we have the video of that?
Not yet. I'm sure
It's coming. It's coming to a show soon.
You know what? Was it Lou Piniella, or I forget what coach it was back in the day in minor league baseball? The guy comes out and he's arguing a first base call, and the umpire is like, no, and so the guy takes the base, and he takes it and he walks up the stands in this minor league park and he sets it up there. And he's like, how about now? Like just totally absurd. Like, and I understand.
You gotta it's entertainment, Have you ever watched championship wrestling? I mean, it's entertainment, folks.
Absolutely. But also that person, that individual is very, very upset. And they are definitely letting you know. And I don't mind, I'd rather have them do something like that, which, I'm sure they get a laugh out of it. I'm sure they go out and they tell all their friends. They tell people that they see. It's better than them punching the guy or pushing the guy. So, you'll see the chest bump in Major League Baseball. I love that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
When the guy chest bumps the umpire, he's wearing that big pad.
He's got the big pad on there. Like, you want some of this? You want some of this baseball steak? But I will say, the guys are in much better shape than they used to be. It was much funnier, when I was younger, okay? Because baseball players were not in the best shape, okay? They were all kind of meaty, I would say.
And drinking beer.
Yeah. They weren't the athletes that we have today, which is why our game has changed so much. Let's see what else we have here. Joe says, amateur hockey, only question is match or 5 in a game. Joe says, charging. Yeah, that's 2 in 10. Sorry, head contact. Yeah, I saw that too. I think that's definitely an option. Joe said it, or head contact. Yep, there you go. College Federation disqualification. Okay.
Too hard.
Yeah, I don't know all the Federation rules, so you got me there, Joe.
Federation, I don't know all of.
Yeah. So, it's tough, guys. We all work different leagues. A lot of guys work a lot of different leagues. Knowing all those rules, they're different. It changes. It's a challenge. He says, I'm going to call it from near official's position. No way he could see a head contact from that angle, but charging is easy. Okay.
Actually, Scott, can you back it up? Can you back it up real slow again? So, all right, so hang on. This player, as he comes in, any official should be able to see his shoulder and arm go up because of how his body goes. So watch, he's coming in, and all of a sudden, we're going to go upwards. Yep. You can see him going upwards.
There it is right there, man.
Doesn't matter where you're standing on the ice. You can tell.
You could tell when a player comes in and he does not go low, he is going for one thing. He is going for the head at that point. That shoulder is not intended to go anywhere other than at the head. And that's something you guys can look for when you're out there and you see a guy that comes straight across and he stays upright. He's doing one thing. He's going for the head.
Well, checking, when you go to make a check, anybody that's played hockey, you put your shoulder down and put your shoulder into him, and you stand up near the end of the release of the hit.
Yep.
Well, if you're already upwards, you don't have any intent to make a hit with that shoulder. I mean, you might hit with that shoulder into their head, but there's nothing good going on there. If that upper body comes up, you got to say immediately, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. You see that a lot when, guys are coming across the slot. They're moving from one dot across to the other dot, and, they're moving through there, and they're moving straight up, knowing there's going to be contact. You know what they're trying to do. They're trying to take somebody's head off. Yeah,
the next thing is, on top of all this, it's the goaltender. That's a specialized position. Yeah. There's only one for sure, maybe two on a bench. Once in a while you find three or more, but the goaltender is a very specialized position. So you have to make sure that this play shouldn't happen.
Yeah, you got to protect the goaltenders in these situations too. But let's talk about the privileged area, because technically, is he out of the privileged area here?
Doesn't matter. It does not matter, Scott.
Exactly. You can't check the goalie.
You can't hit a goal. You cannot.
That's in the rules. You cannot check the goalie, okay? I don't care if he goes behind the net or not. I was just trying to bring that out so you had something to talk about. But you shut me down so quickly there, Baumruck.
Sorry, because that's a debate that a lot of people get into, and it's a debate that shouldn't even exist. Yeah. The goaltender is wearing 50, 60 pounds of equipment extra of all the players. They have a stick that's wider than everything, that's heavier. And when they come out and play the puck, which is very rare, they shouldn't be ran over by a player moving X amount of speed. I'm not real good with.
I give the goalies a lot of credit that are willing to come out in the puck and play the puck, because so many goalies just want to take the whistle, and even in situations where they probably shouldn't, and they're going to get a warning for it from me. But when the goalies are playing the puck, and we have some goalies, I mean, I don't want to mention, but like some of these guys are so good with the puck. They shoot the puck better than some of the players. I mean, it's rare. Don't think it happens at every single game, because some of them really struggle to move the puck around and do things. But some of them are just so skilled with it. It's fun to watch. I mean, they add a whole new dynamic to the game. When you have a goaltender back there, and I'm thinking one in particular on the North Shore. I think he's done with high school now. He graduated, and he was playing U18s, but he's so good with the puck that honestly he is a sixth player out there. He is putting that puck up at the red line, the blue line, and it's tape to tape to his players. Like, they are getting a big benefit from having him back there. He's like captaining the team from back there.
Well, Scott, that's the reason in pro hockey they have put that little trapezoid.
The trapezoid, yeah, I know.
Because guys like Marty Brodeur, he was like the first guy that came out and played it all the time. Yeah. Well, nobody had seen stuff like that. There was a couple guys that did it once in a while, but he would be out there like every time it would go down the ice when I was a kid. And it was like, like you said, having an extra guy on the ice. So they've kind of limited it in pro hockey where those guys can go, which is kind of interesting. From a referee standpoint, I was talking to somebody actually not too long ago that works minor pro hockey, and I was like, "Well, you're only one guy in a 3 official, and it goes down, not icing just past the center line." I go, "How can you tell, like, that they play it outside that trapezoid?" He goes, "It's amazing. They give themselves away." He goes, "They play it, and they immediately know, and their whole body just stops." And they go like that. He goes, luckily enough, he goes, it's a big enough area that we can pretty much see it from all of our angles. He goes, but there's some of them where I'm like, and then the goalie goes, oh, and he gives it away. Yeah. He's like, so I know they did it. They all know. But it's amazing how well the goaltenders were playing the puck, that the offenseman actually needed something in order to keep them within a little area so that they couldn't do it anymore.
But, USA Hockey, we don't have that.
Correct.
So we don't have the trapezoid. It doesn't affect us whatsoever. So, you do have goalies that are better than others at playing the puck, and in USA Hockey, there is a big advantage to that. And I'm glad they don't have a rule for that, because I think it is a skill the goaltender should have, being able to play the puck. I could tell you, I was a goalie growing up. I always found one of the hardest things, because when we played, we didn't necessarily stay in the crease. We had learned to come out and cut the angle, because this is before the Russians taught us that you had to stay back there, because they would go left to right, and they'd get you out of position and they'd have an open net. That's why the whole thing with the goalies changed, and they started backing in and having to work more from the crease area. But, because you're out, if guys fired the puck around the boards, it was very hard to get back there fast enough and be able to stop that. Now that you have goalies that are in the crease area, it's much easier for them when the puck goes around to get to the back in time to be able to stop the puck and set it up for their defenseman. So another change that's taken place. I mean, the game just evolves.
Always does. They're always going to find a way to skirt the rules, too.
Yep. Let's look at a few more of the comments we have here. I'm going to call it from the near official's position. No way. Okay, I think we did that one.
Yeah, we covered that one.
Yep. Red says 5 in the game. Yep. Forget about the fact that his goalie, he didn't even try to play the puck, came across the front of the body, caught him straight in the head. It was reckless and careless. 5 in a game. There you go. I'll blow that up for you, because that's probably a good one. Joe says professional line brawl or bench brawl. Yeah, I think you make a good point there, Joe, because I think you're definitely going to have to deal with some folks if you do something that's stupid. And that's the beauty of our game. That's policing the game. That takes the crap out. You let somebody get away with that, and you don't have any kind of response to it. That's not good for our game either, to be honest with you. It's really not. I mean, just let the guy take the cheap shot and go home free and clear. I don't necessarily agree with that either. So let's see. Yeah, you have a comment on that, Brad?
No,
yeah.
You
Please do not start the conversation about the goaler being out of the protective area, no matter this level this hit, will cause a huge problem. Yeah, well, again, I mean, he's still in a protected area as far as I'm concerned. He's out playing the puck in an area where he should be. If he's, if he was over on the corner of the blue line, I don't know. Maybe that's a whole different ball of wax. But what happens if the puck is shot on goal, but before it goes in, the net is moved out of its position? All right, what happens if the puck is shot on goal, but before it goes in, the net is moved out of its position? Well, in USA Hockey, correct me if I'm wrong, but you technically can't score a goal in USA Hockey unless the net is off. I don't know where that came from.
Scott, just no offense. I have no context of where that's coming from.
Okay.
The goalie played it out, and then he's getting run over. So I have no response to that, because I don't know what it means.
Yeah, but just know, Carl, that typically in USA Hockey, the net must be on, in position for a goal to be scored. That's just the way it works. Brett says, let's talk about the reaction of the official. When we see this about to happen, we need to get there immediately. There's more about to happen. Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed. And I could say this clip came in. This is as long as the clip is. So I don't know what pursued right after that. And I agree.
So was this clip sent in? Somebody sent this in, or
I got it. Somebody sent it to me.
Yeah. See, that's
doesn't matter where it's sent into.
I mean, I'm sure they took some time to edit this, so you can look at this from two ways. And one way would be, okay, they're being respectful of everybody's time. Let me just show you the hit that occurred, and this is what happened. Mm-hmm. But it also leads me to believe there was more to this after, either before or after this, that sets up this situation, and probably more that happened afterwards, and they don't want you to see that because maybe they were the reason why some of this stuff happened. Well, it happens. It happens.
Well, I can tell you this, Scott. You could go back and watch the whole game. It's on Live Burn, I'm sure.
But either way, you got no business doing what he just did to that goalie.
No matter what's going on in that game between the other 10 players, the two goalies are still stationary in that 4x6 for most of the play.
Yep.
So the goalie does not deserve to get train wrecked like that.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, I was a goalie. If you did that to me, trust me, you'd have at least 5 guys on you. At least. You might have had more, but you'd have 5 for sure.
And And what's the penalty for leaving the bench, Scott, in order to participate in an altercation?
Yeah, why don't you tell us that one, Brad?
5 in a game.
Thank you.
And whatever penalties
Very
that
good.
you incur
Exactly.
during
Okay.
that.
And the fact that it's the goalie makes it even worse. Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Let's see. He says that D-man should have popped the kid right away. You talking about this guy over here? Well, you can't see my. If I move my cursor, you guys can't see it. I don't believe, but yeah. Well, we don't know that he didn't come over and pop him because again, we don't have
'Cause it stops
more
too
to the
soon.
clip. Yeah, we don't know. Mr. Kousel says, glad to see human Zamboni Straley is watching
you can-
today.
Scott, then you can literally skip the rest of the comments because these
Okay.
guys are just sitting here
Okay.
and going back and forth about
Yeah.
the human Zamboni.
Okay.
I see. If I would have known this was going to come up, I have the clip. So
For the human Zamboni?
maybe
Is this the one that from the end of last season? Is that the one you're referring to?
no. Let's
No.
keep going.
Oh, it's a different. Oh, okay. So I haven't seen the Zamboni clip yet.
Let's keep
Okay.
going.
All right. Well, we won't cover that, obviously.
It doesn't need to be covered. It's just
Right.
friends amongst friends.
Friends
And I'm
amongst
gonna
friends.
and
Kind
I'm
of like
gonna
how
tell
many
you-
peanuts I had on the floor when I was sitting there having lunch
Exactly.
with Mr. Kousel, the referee in chief. Pointed out that I had way too many peanut shells on the floor underneath my shoes. Okay.
And the one thing I'll point out that everybody doesn't realize when they first get into refereeing is referees love to make fun of each other. It never stops. Like, it happens all the time. It's kind of a stress reliever. And, you got to take it from your own because
Yep.
we take it together all the time, every game. And it starts to become more fun. And the faster we can laugh at ourselves, the easier the games become to manage.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, like coaches and players and fans probably don't know, but, like referee goes down, he's buying the first round of beverages, okay? Doesn't matter how he goes down. You can have 5 guys train wreck him, and he goes down, he's still buying the first round of beverages. That's just the way it works. So
we're
there is pride amongst the referee community to be on their feet at all times. That's probably where this Zamboni thing is coming from. So, all right.
Yes.
Let's
and everybody falls down, though. Remember that.
We all fall down. There's songs about that. We all fall down. I've seen the best of us. The best of us have gone down. Trust me. And sometimes it's like, how did they go down? Well, all you gotta do is cruise into the rut the wrong way, or turn into it. When you're doing a pivot and you put your skate right into the rut that's there that you don't see, and boom, it's over. So and those usually hurt, by the way.
And make sure when you're getting up, don't put your hand flat on the ice.
Yeah,
Make a
it's a
fist,
very
please.
very good point. Punch the ice.
I still have all 10, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All
let me
right, what do
see
we got
this-
going on now? You got another? I can't remember.
hang
We
on,
do
I
have
got-
another video, don't we?
Yeah, let me see if this one comes up. Give me 1 second to just
That's
check
the one
and
that was
see.
really.
Nope. Okay, give me a second. I gotta adjust this.
There you go.
I have to change everything, and this is where I kind of have to turn away from you guys. I'm sorry, but let me get this one up.
This guy's got more
Watching for
gadgets.
Movie. Yeah, well, I'm doing this wireless. This is actually coming wirelessly off one computer to another computer, which just makes it a little more challenging. And I got to try to
gotcha.
figure it out if I can. Let me see if that brought it up. Give me. Nope, that's set up for one other thing we're going to look at.
That's the other one, which I don't know if we're gonna have time to get
Oh,
to.
you know what? Here we go. I can get this way. All right, give me a second here. I got this. Let me just expand it a little
right.
bit so we can see it.
Technical. You know what we need? One of those technical difficulties.
Yeah.
And then it says ref room.
Be right.
Could
Be
you,
right back.
Could you set that up to where it says both of us at the same time?
Yeah,
Make
I
it
could
fair,
actually. I mean, that's only a slide. That could be a push of a button. So yeah, we could do that. All right, I think this will show now. Here, let me just double check it again.
But anyways, definitely that goaltender is
Nope,
5
still
in a
on there.
game at the minimum. And I would probably, in my situation, if I was on the ice and I had at least a decent look at it, we're going match penalty. So, let the affiliate sort that one out. That goaltender gets wrecked. You don't know how hurt he is with that video because we don't see the aftermath. But, take all the things into consideration, especially because it's a goaltender. And, the saying out there in the world is treat a goaltender like your little sister. So make sure and protect her everywhere she is, and treat your goaltender that way. There's some defensemen that will definitely protect the goaltender if the referees don't make a call there, and that's going to be way worse than anything else.
I got
There
it.
you go.
I got it. Here we go. Sorry, these are all in different format. That's the thing. So like they just came into me with a, in a messenger, and I have to figure out what format it's in because they all change and they're all done differently. So here we go. Ah, it's the
That's
wrong
the
one.
same one.
Yeah, I don't know how that. Let me get this. Maybe that's the deal here. Just bear with me one more time. I'm sorry, guys.
There it was.
I apologize. So you keep talking there, Mr. Baumruck.
All right. Well, there was a comment in there that injury doesn't matter. I agree. That hit on the goaltender is definitely 5 in a game. The injury doesn't matter there, but take that into consideration.
You know what? That was the clip I was trying to get. It's this one. It's a whole different clip. That's why. All right. Now I got it, guys. This is going to look
okay?
a little weird because, again, it's coming in from a different format.
This is the one that's really grainy too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it's not shot in, 1920
Somebody-
by 1080. So let's give it a try here. I don't know how this will end up looking for us, but let's check it out.
Anyways, but the injury, you're correct. It doesn't matter ultimately. You got to have a 5 in a game, and that player makes no attempt to play the puck, which somebody pointed out, which we skipped over. But also, when they raise that shoulder up, they're definitely going for a head, and they definitely connect with that goalie. And that goalie, if they're not unconscious, you're pretty lucky. So, because that goalie doesn't move very much after they hit the ice. Well, Scott, I think you have a technical failure. Let's end the show.
No,
this.
we're not ending the show on this. We are going to get it because I am determined. I am I'm a hockey
I don't know
player.
what that is, but
That's what we want right there. This
okay.
is it.
All right, there it is. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Sorry guys, but yeah.
All right.
Well, this is going to be tough because this is actually shot the wrong, it's shot up and down instead of across.
Yeah.
I don't mean the player shooting the puck. I'm talking about the video.
The video.
But I think you'll see what's going on here. And what are we looking for? We're looking for, do we have a good goal or not? That's the thing.
And no offense to any official or whatever that we get a video from. We're not trying to put anybody down or anything, but we got this actually from somebody that I know, and it speaks for itself.
So do we see that the puck goes in and comes out? There it is. See, it goes right through the net.
It goes through the net. Now,
see if I can
Scott,
stop
back.
it.
Yeah, can you stop it? And
Yeah, so let's watch. I'll go real slow here.
see, I think it moves too much because I had a problem with this when I was watching it the first time.
All right, here's the shot. And you could kind of see, there it is.
The player
It's in
skates
the-
right.
Yeah, it's in the back of the net.
It's in the wicket.
But it goes down and comes out somehow.
Yep.
And
Now, if you scroll back to the first part, Scott,
yeah,
all the way at the beginning.
yep.
Now go ahead and play it. Watch the linesman on the left side. He
does.
thought it went in.
Yeah, he does get in there.
Oh,
He
gets
thought he
in
saw
there
it
pretty
going.
good.
Yeah, he thought he saw it go.
Well, what the backstory is, the reason that we're showing this one is, there was no goal on the play, even though it went in. We get it. It's over. Get over it. Everybody did. Everybody understands things are missed. But when it goes in, possibly, if you're that linesman and you think it went in, go talk to your partners. Like, this linesman clearly that skates in must have thought that went in. I mean, I don't see any other reason for the reaction other than they've lost their mind. But if you have that happen and you see one go in as a linesman, number one, talk to your partners when there's a stoppage. Number two, don't skate over there like a bat out of hell, going crazy, waving your arms, pointing at the net, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Just come over, let's say somebody's lining for me. I don't mind. I don't mind when people come over. Hey, I thought that went in. All right, let's talk about it. I'll go, well, I saw that it hit off the side of the net. It rolled back around and it shot up. Well, I thought it went in. Well, you were, on the other side. Are you sure? Then we'll get the third one over there, or fourth. No, it went off the side of the net. It was interesting, but it happened. Or, we got a goal. Well, hey, as a referee, once in a while, there's been times where it goes in and out of the net so fast,
Yeah.
and you blink, and you've missed it. Your partners are there. Lean on them.
I mean, I've had it happen a couple times. I actually had one that was shot straight in the net, went straight through the net. And, we had checked the nets. We went back and looked at the net again. Couldn't find the opening to it, but somehow that puck went like almost straight through. It happens. You just got to be aware of it and ready for it. But I don't know what else to tell you on that one. I mean, it doesn't happen frequently. It does happen.
No, it happens. And, again, it happens, after you see the video, because people send it to people. And, if you're the referee, somebody's going to probably identify you. And they're probably going to send you the video, especially if they're a friend of yours.
Yeah.
They're going to just, it's a learning tool. Take it as a learning tool and say,
yep.
It happened. Move on. How could I have done this better? What if I was closer to the net? Was I too focused on the players that were moving around? What could I have done in order to have seen it better? And every game we should be doing that after we get off the ice.
I'm curious, how many guys out there, give me a 1 in the comments if you have a Live Barn subscription. If you have your own Live Barn subscription, give me a 1 in the comments. I mean, I know a few of you guys do. I already know that, but
it's a lot.
For all, what's that?
You'd be shocked. It's a lot of people. For
all you guys with a Live Barn account or subscription, give me a 1.
We could use a sponsor here, Live Barn, if you're listening.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm seeing quite a percentage actually. Yep, quite a few guys actually have Live Barn, which I personally don't have a Live Barn account. I think I'm going to get one. I've been talking about it. I think
Well, you can ask any of these individuals.
Yeah, I know, and these guys are all great. They're all like, oh, if you have a clip you want to see, but I just like to see because there's sometimes when there's something that you want to look at twice or get a better feel. Were you in position or not in the best position or your angle? There's always something that you question probably during the course of a game, whether you got it right or not. I mean, hopefully we've done enough games that, our instincts kick in and you get the call right and you move on. It's still a human element, right? We talk about that.
That's true.
That's what makes the game so exciting and so great. I mean, if you had a robot out there calling penalties, oh my gosh, it'd be really interesting. What you could get away with and what you couldn't get away with.
Well, it's like they did the electronic umpires in
baseball,
minor league baseball.
Yep.
And in the first game ever that they used it, the umpire, they were letting the electronic umpire call it. So the human element was still there, and the human element agreed with the electronic umpire every single pitch. They had to eject the bench coach and the pitching coach from one of the teams, the same team, because they were upset about the calls in the game.
Yep. Every game is an emotional game, and when everything's on the line, that's why players are taught to just fight their point. That never happened. Well, we got videotape from like 14 different angles and 800 witnesses, and never happened.
So what?
Never happened. I never did that.
Well, Scott, actually, amazingly, we didn't get to the rule reference.
Yeah, I know. I think we should save that. We should save that for next week because there's some stuff we really want to go through on that. And for you guys that are just joining us, we do this every Wednesday. I know a lot of you guys are regulars, and we thank you for being a part of it because you definitely make our day and make this possible by entertaining us and participating and all that good stuff. So thank you for that. That's what makes it special.
What would be interesting, Scott? Since all these people, there's so many people that have Live Barns, we could have an episode where we show a little video, and we'll call it Zebra Down. Send us your clips. You got a partner that fell down. Go
Send
ahead
us the
and forward
clip.
them to
Right.
us.
Right. Well, let's even go a step further. So all you guys have Live Barn. How about all you guys send us one clip for next week? Send us one clip for us to take a look at. And it
do
doesn't
get a
have to
lot.
be a game you worked. It could be, you got Live Barn. Just dial in and find something. But send us a clip. Love to see something. I'm sure there's something that you guys have seen on Live Barn. Send us one in. We'll take a look at it. I think that'd be fun.
The only thing is, in keeping with the taste of what we do here,
Yeah.
we will not convict somebody by a trial online. So
Jury trial. You get a jury trial.
if somebody
of
if
your
you're
peers?
if you're sending us something, let it age a little while.
Yeah.
And
Find one.
send it.
Find one that's been around for a while. Not something
don't-
that's like this
Don't
week,
send
like
us
fresh.
something- right?
Yeah,
Because that
yeah. That's
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
point.
Do that to any player, any official.
Yep,
It
I agree.
discredits them. So pick older stuff that you
Yeah.
can find.
Yep, I agree. Perfect. Well said.
All right.
I'm glad you stated that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Nothing fresh. So get something that's
New.
aged like a fine
What's
wine.
old?
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Aged like Brad's hockey equipment, like his referee equipment. Get something that's
Hey.
mellowed like his referee gear.
I got a brand new whistle last year. All right, so don't start. With
Wow. How did you
Yeah,
get it?
help.
Was it
I got
a
a helmet.
gift or did you
I
actually
got
go
a
out and
helmet 2
purchase
years
it?
ago. No, I still have. I bought back in the day. I bought a whole box of
Back in the day.
What? How often do you change your whistle? It's not very often. I get one that I
No.
like. I won't even use
Well,
the backup one.
I did change out last year because guess what? I liked
Well,
the
you went
call
to the-
whistle. So
Yeah.
I went to the new whistle and I really like that. By the way, how many of you guys like the call whistle? If you're using a call whistle, give us a 1 in the comments. If you're using the call whistle, give us a 1 in the comments.
What if somebody puts 2? I'm just curious.
Well, that means they're not using the call whistle, okay? So they
right,
might
all
be
right.
using the Acme Thunderer or what's the other one? We got the Acme Thunderer and we got the
Oh, that's interesting that I can't think of it because a lot
Yeah.
of people. Fox.
Fox
whatever.
40.
Fox 40.
Yeah, Fox 40.
40.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go.
Thank you.
Or how many you're using the electronic whistle? Had a rink try to make us use those about a week ago or 10 days ago. It's like, go ahead and blow it and see what happens during the warm up. They're like this, everybody's still going. It's like not using that. Use the call whistle. All right, let's see what we got here. Fox 40, 0, 1. Okay, looks like it's still a mixed bag of nuts.
Yep.
It's whatever you like, obviously. But it is kind of nice if you guys use the same whistle. If you're out there as a team,
If you can.
that way everybody sounds like they're working in tandem versus being two different sounding officials out there, like who made that call by the whistle that blew, right?
Yeah. Well, and also, if you think about it, the players are looking for. They've
See,
been trained.
Brett just said the same thing I just said. I use the same whistle my partners use to be consistent, but like the call. Yeah, Joe, I know he's going to be Acme Thunderer. Always
Well,
have,
they-
always will. Yeah, I know, Joe. I know.
Hang on. What's funny about it is he's got the American flag and the Canadian flag.
Yep. He
The
took the
things are
Irish
made
flag
in-
out. He had the Irish flag up earlier. He didn't put it up this time. I don't know what's up with that, Joe.
Yeah, but the things are made in England.
Good point.
I'm just putting it out there because I got to deal with when they got stuck in customs.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, because you guys get the
whistle.
whistles for the level 1 officials. You get boxes of them. So you're able to order direct from direct from the factory because you buy quantity.
Great company, great group, did everything with us.
Hey,
And they
all
got
three of
caught
those
in
whistles, are well made. They're all good.
Yeah,
they're all
great.
really good. They last a
just
long
different.
time. You can clean them. You can hang on to them. It's not like you're going to have to buy a whistle every couple weeks or every couple months because you can go years with these whistles. They're that well made. It's an investment, and remember, if we have newer guys out there, you should have a couple whistles. Keep an extra whistle in your pocket or in your bag. Don't go there with one. I've seen some guys show up and, they've broken off the finger things and they're out there almost holding a whistle. Like, guys, you need a whistle. Okay, it's your job, it's your livelihood at that point, whether it's your hobby or not. You are doing it to do it right. So please get yourself a second whistle. And there you go. Joe put up his.
There it is.
There's the
There it
Irish
is.
flag. There you go.
Right. Well, hey,
All
I'm
right.
going to say have a good Wednesday. I've
Yep.
told Scott, and I've been texting friends, and every day I've woken up for the past 10 days, Scott, something like that.
Oh, it's longer than that. I mean,
I've been in a great
yeah.
mood.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much I missed the rinks or having my brain challenged or whatever it is or the exercise, but I feel great. So everybody have a wonderful day.
I'm surprised we're in this good a mood because you and I were up till 4 o'clock in the morning on the phone doing show prep. 4 o'clock, 4:02 this morning. I mean, we stayed up. I think we started at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, our 3-hour conversations with Mr. Baumruck. So,
All
you know,
right.
that's what makes it fun, guys. I'm telling you. Love this gig. All right. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Next Wednesday, we do it at noon. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification button. Hit the like button. Do something, okay? Do something.
Buy me a coffee.
Buy him a coffee.
.com
We were up till
/restaurant.
4 o'clock in the morning. We're going to need a coffee today, okay?
Oh, I'm good.
You're good.
Like I only sleep like 5 hours anyway, so
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a great week. On behalf of Brad and myself, have a good one, and we'll see you next week.